Hey guys, ADHD here. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to build Ghostface from the movie Scream. This is the most requested build after I did the Michael Myers and the Chucky house. Everybody kept requesting I do Ghostface, so I decided to do that here for you guys right now. Really easy build actually. It's mostly just black wool, to be honest. I decided to add my own little blood as you see here, but for the most part, it's pretty much just black wool. But anyway, let's go get started on this. For this build, you're going to need black wool, you're going to need red wool, you're going to need a block of quartz, gray wool, and you're also gonna need you're gonna need one stone slab. You're gonna need spruce doors, and pretty much that's it. We're gonna have some other stuff for the interior, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So anyway, let's get started. Okay guys, so getting started, if you guys need me a huge favor and scroll down and hit that like button, I would really appreciate it. And if at any point in the video guys feel like I'm going too fast, you can always pause it or rewind at any point to catch up. But anyway, let's get started. We're gonna start with the black wool, and we're gonna be going up a total of 12 blocks. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10 11 12, just like that. So we're up 12 black wool. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave a spacing of 6 blocks guys. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. On the 7th block right here, we're gonna go up by 12 again. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, and just make sure they match up because that means they're both by 12, just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're working from left to the right inside these 2 bars we just made here. So on the left side, we're going to do 2 black wool going to the right. 1 2. Leave a space of 2 because where our door is going to go. Then do 2 black wool. Then the next row do the exact same thing. And then the rest of the way guys up, it's just going to be just black wool the whole way up. We're going just fill in this whole piece basically. Because normally we'd be going row by row and give you the details, but on this build, just like with the what builds, I think it was the Chucky one. Yeah, Chucky one. It's pretty much just black wool. Same as the Chucky one was pretty much just blue wool. So we're just gonna fill all this in right here. Okay. And then once we get to the top, what we're gonna do is this guy's on this top side right here, on this right side of the top here. We're gonna go down a total of 8 blocks. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and then bring all those out a total of 3. So 1 2 3, just like this. So basically this 4 block section that's off here, but it should be 8 rows from the top, just like that. Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a row right here. Just looking at this little weird square we have here, you're gonna add a row here, and you're gonna bring a row down all the way from here. Okay, and then from here and here, we're gonna come out a total of 6 blocks. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Over here, same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then on both spots with these bars started, we're going to go up by 2 blocks. So 1 2 3. On this 3rd block, leaving a 2 block spacing, we're going to bring this back by 6 as well. So 1 2 3 4 5, but I already had one here, making it a total of 6. Okay, and then same thing on this side. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then just connect those just like this, and then just fill everything in with the black wool. And again, there will be blood on this hand later on, but for right now, we're just going to be filling this in. Just because, again, it's easier to add the blood rather than try and work around the blood. So we're just going to fill this in. Okay, so now that we have this out the way, what we're going to do is we're going to start in the back here. And what you're going to do is you're going to come back a total of 3 blocks. So 1 2 3, just like this. And then take this all the way up to the top, until you get to the exact same height as the front piece we started with. Alright, just like that. And then on this side, same thing. Come back by 3. 1 2 3. Then dig all this up to the top. I'm gonna try and do this whole video in one take if I can, just because it's a pretty simple build, and I notice you guys like it a little better when I do it in one take without the cuts, so I'm gonna try and do it like that. But if so, I'm sorry. But I think we'll be fine though. Okay, so now that we have that done, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start in the bottom here, and we're gonna connect the 2 backs just like this. So just bring this across. And deciding on whether you want windows here or not is up to you. I guess I'm gonna go. I didn't do one on the original, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a window here. So I'm gonna leave a space of 2. Just like this, and then continue on. And then the rest of the way is just gonna be black wool. And we're actually gonna have to cut that off, the window down there in a second here, but I'll show you that later. Just the rest of the way it's gonna be black wool. Not like that though. Not with these weird spacings. Okay, let me fix this. Okay, and then take the black wool the rest of the way up. And then we'll add the windows later. We'll add it just right now after we get done with this. So we're just gonna fill all this up for right now. Okay. And now that we're on the top here, we can just drop straight down to the floor. Get out any kind of wool, really. I think I'm going to use gray wool for mine. And try and find the center blocks right here, because where our stairs are going to go. You're going to want to go ahead and use your black wool right there. and just make a little bridge, because this is where our ladder is going to go. So the rest of this, we're going to put our gray wool just like this. Boom, just like that. Okay, now I'm going to get my black wool out. I already have it out. And what we're going to do is we're going to come right here, and we're going to make a little like square, really. Let me see if I can count exactly how many blocks it is from the actual torso. I think it's 6 too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a block. Basically, go to the top corner right here on the left side and bring it out by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. On both of those, go down by 2 blocks. So 1, 2. And on the third block, go ahead and bring it down back by 4 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just connect all that and fill it in. Alright, so now I have it all connected. I'm just going to fill every piece of this in, because this is basically the shoulder for the arm. Oops. Okay, just like this. And then fill the top in as well. Okay, so now we're working in that 4 block space right here, as you can see. You can connect it right here too if you want. I'm going to leave this open because this is where the arm is going to actually become a room, but you can fill it in if you want to. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take all 4 corners of this square we just added out by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the same thing on this one. And then again, connect all those. And then fill every single thing in. And as you can see, now you can kind of like get an idea of where the arm would actually become a room. But I'll show you how to do that as well. We'll get to the interior. Alright. And again, guys, if you guys want some more like horror movie builds, let me know now before Halloween's over, because once Halloween's over, I probably won't be doing very many of these. So now's your chance to get any horror movie character you've ever wanted. I'll try and, if it gets a lot of requests, then I'll try and do it. Okay, so now that we have that out the way, what we're going to do is start adding his head really quickly. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to fill in the rest of this top here, just using the black wool. Just fill all of it in for right now, and we'll figure out the next piece after. So just fill this in. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to work from this arm right here. See where this little corner is? We're going to take this block right here, and we're going to go to the right, a total of 8 with the black wool. So it's be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. Okay? And then we're going to take this all the way back, just in rows, all the way until we're 2 blocks off on the back. Just like this. So we're at 1, then 2 for the second block off. Okay? So it should look just like this. Okay? And now that we have that done, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the front here. And what we're going to do is on the first row, it's going to be, we're working in rows all the way up here, guys. So it's going to be 2 black wool. So 1, 2. 1 block of quartz. Let me get that out real quick. 1 block of quartz. A spacing of 2. Then 1 block of quartz. Then 2 black wool. Alright. So our next row. Next row is going to be 1 black wool. 1 block of quartz. Spacing of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the 5th block, be 1 block of quartz. Then 1 black wool. Next row is going to be 1 black wool, 2 block of quartz, 1, 2, a spacing of 2, and then 1 block of quartz, then 1 block of quartz, then 1 black wool. So it should look just like this right now, guys. I'll pause if you need to. Okay. Next row is going to be 1 black wool, then it's going to be a total of 6 block of quartz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1 black wool. Then the next row is going to be 1 black wool, a spacing of 2, 2 block of quartz, a spacing of 2, then 1 black wool. Next row is going to be 1 black wool, 1 block of quartz, a space of 1, 2 block of quartz, a space of 1, 1 block of quartz, and then 1 black wool, just like that. Okay. And then our next row is going to be 2 black wool, 1, 2, 4 block of quartz, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 black wool, and that's it for that row. Next row is going to be 3 black wool, 1, 2, 3, 2 block of quartz, 1, 2, 3 black wool, 1, 2, 3, and then the last row is a full row of black wool. Okay, so now that we have that done, what we're going to do is we're going to take all the black wool in this part out by 1 block. So let's bring all of this out, just like this. Every single piece of this we're going to bring out, and then these as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start working these blocks down. So on this block, this left one, you're going to come down by 3. So 1, 2, 3 with a block of quartz. The right one will go down by 2, so 1, 2. Then you're gonna make a diagonal one, then another diagonal one to finish it up. So it should look just like this. Once you've done that, come behind this block of quartz here and just fill all this in with the black wool. I'm apologizing for those notifications, guys. I forgot to turn them off. But yeah, just fill all this in really quickly right here with the black wool. Alright, so then when you come to the front, it should look all like, you know, empty like that and Ghostface-y. Alright, so now that we have that done, what we're going to do is we're going to start right here in the back. In this corner right here, these 2 blocks we ended with, you're going to go up by 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then connect the tops. So it should just connect perfectly like this. Boom. And then what we're going to do is we're just go ahead and fill all the sides in really quickly. Okay, and then once we fill the side in, we're going to do the other side. He's got a bit of a longer head than most Minecraft, you know, builds do, but I think it looks better this way because, you know, the mask makes his head look a lot longer. All right. Okay, almost to the top here. Alright, and then when you look from the side, you can decide whether you want to keep it like that or if you want to change his ghost face a little bit, but I think I like mine like that, so I'm going to keep it just like that. So, coming to the back here, this is where you can decide whether you want to put a window in the back, which I am. I'm going to do 1 row here, then I'm going to do 2 rows on top. Just like this. And then I'm going to leave that there for a window by just putting in my gray stained glass panes. And you can do whatever. If you don't have gray glass panes, you can use like regular glass because I know I'm not sure if Pocket Edition has gotten stained glass yet. I haven't checked, but I know for a while they did not, and a lot of people were upset because like they couldn't do some of the things they did in some of the builds because instead of have stained glass. But I don't know why they don't add that. But anyway, so now fill in the top, and if you want to have a sunroof, same thing. Put some glass up here. But if you don't, you can just fill some with black wool as I'm doing. Okay, so now we're almost done with Ghostface, guys. We still need to add the knife, and we still need to add the blood. So let's go ahead and add the knife right now. So for the knife, all we're going to do is we're going to get out what's called a block of coal, because it looks a little bit like more like grip than black wool does. And we need something to distinguish it between the difference of the black wool, you know? So once you have that, we're going to get out some gray wool. And we're also going to need our red wool again, just like this. Okay, so what we're going to do, so we're going to need to get the, we're going to need to get, a block, or no, it's called a stone slab, and come into the left hand right here, or right hand actually. We're gonna start in this block right here. You're gonna do 1 block of gold, and then you're gonna do from right here. You're gonna go up with a total of 7 blocks of gray wool. So do 4 gray wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then do 3 red wool. 1, 2, 3. Then the next row on this where this block of coal is gonna be, you're gonna put a stone slab. Then you're going to do a total of 3 gray wool, 1, 2, 3. Then 3 red wool, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So that's our knife right there, as you can see. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Now let's add the blood. So for the blood, I always say with any of these builds that have like blood on them or like sand, whatever it may be, I always say do it your own way because that's what's going to really distinguish your build from mine and everybody else who does the tutorial. But if you want to follow along with me, you can do that. So for right here for mine, what I'm going to do is on the shirt right here, I'm going to do a line of like 4 randomly here, and then 1 right here. And again, I have no notes for this, guys. I'm just doing my blood completely randomly, just like this. So, and then I always have to add some of the shoulder. So I just remove like, you know, 3 blocks going this way, then 3 going down, like kind of like this. Kind of create this whole little corner here with the blood. I always kind of do this in my builds, kind of like the way it looks like that. Then on this hand, same thing. Again, just completely randomly add your blood. Just remove random blocks. That's all I ever do. It's not like I have like some divine plan for it. I just randomly remove blocks and replace them with red wool. And that's what the blood is. And for this hand where the actual knife is, I'm going to go for a little bit more because, you know, you assume that this knife would, or this hand would have the most blood on it because, you know, he's actually using it to stab. So, you know, or whatever he may do with it. Whatever you think he might be doing with it. This is the hand he'd use. So it would have the most blood on it. So want to make this really scary for Halloween, guys, so you want to add as much blood as you can, I guess. So right here, I'm going to remove some of these. We'll add 1 more right there. And I think we're just about good here. See, that's kind of what I did for mine right there. I didn't add any on his face or anything. I kind of wanted to keep the face kind of clean. So that's what I did for that. And now we have to actually do the outside area, which is the same thing, guys. So what I kind of did is I kind of made this random pool of blood, which means I didn't have like some schematic, guys. I just removed random blocks kind of like this. Like if you look at the one in the thumbnail, this is going to look different, I think, because the blood might look the same, but this pool of blood around him is going to look different because, again, this is completely random. The blood may look similar because I always do the same thing for the blood because I think it looks nice that way. But you can do this part just kind of like this. Like I don't want to do past the arm because, I don't know, it looks weird at that point. So is that enough? Let me see. See, same way you guys are doing, I'm adjusting mine. Like I don't have any secret way for this either. I'm just removing them, and I think I'm just gonna keep adjusting it until it looks the way I want it to look. Okay, so like that I think is gonna look good. Yeah, so that looks good to me. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna remove all of this grass right here inside of this, and we're even gonna do the outside or the inside of this part as well. And again, normally I would skip ahead for this. If you guys want to skip ahead, if you guys want to pause the video and just do this and then skip ahead, you can. But normally I would do that. But again, I'm trying to do more videos in one take because a lot of you guys have said you guys like that better. If you don't like that, let me know. I can go back to the way it was before. We cut all this stuff out. But some people like it, so I think it's because like they don't want to miss anything, because maybe they're doing something wrong or they don't want to like miss that one little thing that messes them up. So, but I mean, it's really hard to mess this up. All you're removing is dirt. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep removing all of this until we get to where there's nothing left. I even did the inside, as you saw, because I actually normally what I do is I do the floor on the inside out of like wood or something, but for this build I want to have the blood like a part of the build, so the blood is actually the flooring for the inside of the build as well, which I think looks really awesome. So we're gonna keep going all the way through this. All right, it's actually, I was gonna add a scythe instead of the knife, but it looked too similar to my Grim Reaper build that we did over there, so I was like, you know, I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna keep it like this. Okay, and now that we have that done, we're gonna get the red wool and we're gonna start filling all this in. But yeah, I was really happy with all the Halloween builds this year. I wish I could have done more. I just had a lot of like, you know, like IRL stuff that I had to deal with, but you know, really glad that I got to do as many as I did, because there was a lot of builds that like I was waiting and saving like till Halloween, because like, you know, like some builds, you know, you can do during the year, but it just doesn't come off as good as if Halloween, because like Halloween's your chance to really get all the scariest stuff out the way, I think. So for me, I like had a lot of builds all year, like especially the Slender Man house. Like I saved all year, and I'm like, man, I can't wait till Halloween so I can actually like make this, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, I really enjoyed Halloween. But if you guys have any other characters you guys want me to do, I think I might do Michael Myers maybe. I'm not sure if anybody would want to see that, but that I got a lot of requests for. I got a lot of requests for Annabelle. I could do that as well. I think that was because it was on the Chucky video and people just thought of the next doll they could think of. So we can do that one though, probably. Leatherface, that's a possibility. What else could we do? I'm trying to think of other horror characters off the top of my head right now, but I think we can just add whatever you guys want to see. So, I mean, we've done a Killer Clown already. For those of you new here, we did Killer Clown. We did Jason Voorhees. We did Chucky. We did the Grim Reaper. We did Slender Man. We did an Enderman Slenderman. We did quite a few Halloween builds. We did the Marionette from Five Nights at Freddy's. I've done tons of Five Nights at Freddy's builds already, though, so, you know, that's not even really, that doesn't really matter, but a lot of Halloween stuff has already been done. So, again, just let me know what you guys want to see me build, though. As you can tell, I'm kind of ranting here so I can fill all this in, but again, I can skip ahead if you guys want to in the future, but I'm going to just try and do this in one take. So, filling all this in for now. And I'm almost done here. Okay, so now I have all this done. You have this pool of blood around him, which I think looks really awesome if you ask me. So now we're going to come in the inside here. And for the door, what I'm going to use, because I want to go for that same cabiny-like effect we did with Jason. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the spruce. Or you could also use, I don't know, we're going to use spruce. And then what we're going to do is just make the door here, obviously. And then I'm going to get night vision potion so I can see a little bit better in here. Okay. And then what you can do is on this area right here, we're going to make one bedroom. As always, we're going to do a bedroom right here using the chest, crafting table. We'll get all that jazz out the way. Okay, so we're going to do 2 chests, then a bed. Then on the floor here, we're going to move those blocks to a crafting table and a furnace. Then right here, we're going to move all of this because we can. And we're going to do a... What's to add the red wool to, actually, real quickly? we're going to do an anvil, and then we're gonna add one more chest back here. Boom. So we have a lot of storage for him. This is our guest house right here, and then we're gonna add a ladder that goes straight up to the top here. And with this ladder, we're gonna take it all the way to where it gets to the same place as the head. And once we get to the head, what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually remove these blocks here so we can access it. Oops, made a mistake there. Okay, so once we get to the top here, we're gonna access the head with the ladder, just like this. And then once you've done that, what we're gonna do also is we're gonna access this arm over here. Okay, so this arm is gonna be accessed right around here, so it's on the top here. And we're gonna connect this all the way till it goes to the ladder, and then we're gonna connect around it until it connects over here. And this is our next floor right here. Again, we're gonna add a bedroom right here. We're gonna do one chest in the back here. So let me get the chest really quickly. Already had it in my inventory. So we're gonna get the chest, and we're gonna do one chest here, a bed, and because we cannot do the crafting table the way we normally would do it, what we're gonna do is remove this corner here. We're gonna do crafting table, furnace, then a chest here, and then we're gonna come all over here, and we're gonna add two more chests. Or actually, maybe we only have room for one. Yeah, we only have room for one. So we're gonna just do like this. Wait, can we remove this? Nope, no, we can't. No, we can't remove that. I tell you to put that back. Okay, so we're gonna do one chest over here like this. Okay, I could have sworn somehow I had two in my other room. I don't know how. I must have changed something up because on my other one I had room for two chests. I don't know how, but anyway. Oh, that's why, because the ladder is not centered with the actual head, but it actually works out a little bit better. We could move it, but I'm not gonna do that because I actually like this a little bit better, ironically. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the bed over here, just like this, and then we're gonna do a chest back here, a two chest, then a two chest right here. And we can't remove this, sadly. It's a very, very tight build because of this whole mask being back a block. Normally we have this whole 2 blocks right here of space, but we don't because, again, we had to add the mask detailing. So right there, then we do a crafting table and a furnace, just like that. Not the most room ever, but it works. This is actually better than how it was originally, because originally the ladder just kind of led to the bed, which looked really bad. But this house has enough space for you to live in. I actually think the second floor, if I were to live in this house, I would probably take the second floor over anything, to be honest. And the third floor is actually pretty nice too. But anyway, that's actually it, guys. Well, along with most of these builds, it's mostly about the exterior. You know, if you're wanting to build like a regular house, there are some designs like the, you know, those ones over there, the piranha plant, but most of these like horror build ones recently. Oh, you know, actually the Chucky one's a really good house to live in too, because it has a lot of space. But most of these other ones have been more about the actual like outside. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys need to be a huge favor, hit that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new here, definitely subscribe. But loads of crazy stuff on Minecraft all the time. But as always, guys, I will see you in the next video. Adios.